and welcome back to the Talkoffamepod podcast. I'm Kylie, and I hope everyone enjoyed the 4th of July. And today's a very exciting episode, which every episode is basically saying for this podcast. So on this episode, we have the honor and having Arielle Carrera, who is an actress, model, content creator from the Midwest. At an early age, she knew she wanted to be a performer, and she's been dancing since the age of 3. And in high school, her passion for dance and performing grew. It went on to be on the varsity dance team for high school, and then she became modeling and taking acting classes. And Arielle, thank you so much for coming on. Like, I just it's so exciting to have you on. Like, I'm super excited.
So much for having me.
Of
I'm like,
course, of course, I'm super excited to have you. And like at a young age, you wanted to be a performer, and I knew like, at the age of 3, you started dancing and stuff like that. Like, was there something you saw or did that made you want to be a performer? Because I know, like you said before, that your mom put you in dance at like when you were young, right?
yeah, definitely. I was really shy growing up, and my mom put me in dance classes, and I started taking various dance classes and just started really growing a love for dance and performing and storytelling. I would just go up on stage and kind of just shine and dance like no one is watching. And that's kind of like what I still do now. Acting wise, perform like no one's watching and just doing what you love. It's just what I love to do.
I feel like with being shy, like we were talking about this before, but I was a shy kid growing up as well, and I feel like with being shy, it like brings out the best in you, though. Yeah, I feel like everybody, mostly in this business, is shy regardless when starting out.
Yeah, definitely. I totally agree with you. And different experiences in your life could really, put you out of your shell. Even like, teachers and taking acting classes really put me out of my shell. Like even first doing improv classes, I would do that for a few months and people would notice like, wow, you're like talking a lot, you're really like engaging in conversations and that makes me happy and confident in myself because you're just like you're growing and evolving constantly.
Right? And like I feel like with acting in this business, it helps you like grow as a person, whether it's like dancing, acting, or whatever it is. I feel like whenever you start something, it helps you grow as a person.
I totally agree with you. Yeah.
But like, what was like your first experience as an actor? Like, did you like do something like a play in high school, or was it kind of like a on-screen type of thing as your first experience?
I never have done theater. When I was 11, I really wanted to get on Disney Channel. That's
Oh,
always a child's dream is to be on the Disney Channel.
I feel
And
like everyone's dream is to be on Disney Channel, like doing the
yeah,
wand, that type of
oh
thing.
yeah, you like dream about that. So there was like a call on the radio, like to be on Disney Channel, do this whole thing. And I flew out to Florida and did a showcase. And it was in front of like agents and managers and casting directors. And I was like so young and timid at the time. It's like nerve-wracking to be that young and performing. So I performed a monologue and it was like a 3-day process. And at the end, you can get like callbacks or you can get nothing. And I actually got a few callbacks and from agents and also like modeling agencies. And then I felt like I was just like way too young, for the
Mhm.
industry. And that's like okay to realize because, you're not ready for that huge commitment. I was also still in dance and, school and everything. So yeah, I felt like I was too young that
Oh
time.
yeah, but I feel like the younger you are, the better experience you get, though.
I agree. I do agree with that. But then I feel like you just have to be ready for it because
Oh
then,
yeah, true. Like as long as you're ready, like no
yeah,
matter how old you are, whether it's you're 5 or you're 14. I started everything when I was 14. But
yeah,
it's kind of late though, but it's not too late. But
exactly.
it's like when you start something, you're always willing to do something that you never knew you could do or have experience.
Yes, I totally agree with you. Yeah.
And like, do you think high school played like a valid role for your love and passion for the arts, or is it kind of like, oh, it played kind of the same role as like when you started at dance when you were 30?
I think high school did definitely play into, my love for performing just because I was on a dance team competitively for 4 years. I also took like, art class and I was doing modeling at that time. I started modeling when I was 14. I got an agency. I started working at a very young age. And I feel like those are like some of those crucial years in your life that really kind of shape you to who you are. And I feel like
Mhm.
those years really did shape me to who I am today. And yeah, and then dance team is like, it's such a competitive but rewarding sport. And I feel
Mhm.
like you can take those two things into your acting industry today.
Mhm.
You just take those with you.
Yeah, because I feel like the more experience you get, whether it's like dance or acting, I feel like with having those two things, like with the experience, I think it will help you so much. Because like now, like with like the industry today, I feel like with a lot of like movies and stuff, there's a lot of dancing and all that stuff.
Yes, I that's like one of my dreams. Like even on a musical, I know I can't sing that well, but I could try. But like a
It's
musical,
always worth a try. You do not know until you try it. If
yeah.
you don't like it, then you can do something else. But
Exactly.
it's always worth a try.
Yeah, because you're just like doing what you love, and then especially if you have a passion for it, it's gonna show if you have so much fun doing it.
Right? And like, what is like your favorite style of dance?
Oh my gosh, there's so many dance types. I love contemporary. It's
Mm.
always my favorite, especially storytelling and those like intricate moves that you do is just like so beautiful to watch. But even like when you're doing it and feeling those emotions, it kind of like brings you to tears in a way. Cause like
Mm.
I used to do contemporary in high school, and we actually brought a dance that was contemporary to state,
Oh,
which was,
really?
yeah. And it's like a huge performance. It's so nerve-wracking. It's like a roller coaster of emotions, but it was such a wonderful experience.
Like for me, it's like either tap or hip hop for some reason. Like I did tap for a couple months before the pandemic, and then
Mhm.
I ended up quitting because of the pandemic, and I was like, oh, I don't know how about this anymore. But like, did you ever watch Dance Moms?
Oh my gosh, yes, of course.
If you're a dancer, you have probably most likely watch Dance Moms.
Oh, definitely. I actually want to rewatch it because it's been so long.
I know I haven't watched it forever. Like I used to watch like YouTube clips of it and everything, and then like I just stopped. I don't know when was the last time I actually watched it.
No, I think I stopped when it was like still going a few years ago. But yeah, it was so fun to just watch that.
Yeah, like I feel like it was more interesting when the originals were there, like in the show.
Oh, I totally agree. Yeah,
And the moms though, like Melissa, Kelly,
so much
everyone
drama.
else are Cecily Queens, like the
Oh,
attitude and stuff. I'm like, okay, I want to be that.
iconic.
But like how like I know you make tons and tons of content and like how do you kind of like edit and make content at the same time and
Yeah,
everything?
there's different forms. Like I have short form videos, I have long form videos, but my short forms are mostly on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. I mostly do like acting videos on there. I do a trending song. I pick two emotions and kind of do an acting comparison. So it's like my own twist on it. I also do like monologues and all different type of like TV shows and movies, like scenes. I do it all. I
Ooh.
also do like, my style videos, my day-to-day life. I can do like long form videos on YouTube. I do like weeks of my life. So it's a lot of fun.
Ooh, that seems so much fun. Like do it all the editing and doing acting. Like it seems so much fun. Like it really does.
It's like so time consuming, but it's like
Oh,
I love to do. I've been doing it for years, and it's something that I don't get sick of.
yeah, like if it's like if you love it so much, you just like you really just don't get bored of it though. With loving it so much, you're like it doesn't really feel like a job, even
Exactly.
though it most likely is or is not. But it's like it sometimes if you love it so much, you're like, is this actually a job? Like,
No, it's like creating is fun. Like, how is it a job?
yeah, I know, but it's like, and plus it keeps you so much busy though. Like, it
Yes.
keeps you busy with a podcast. Like when I do this, I basically do interviews every single day. And like when I do interviews, I'm like, I want to do interviews every single day because of course I want to be busy. And plus I need episodes to put out for people to watch and grow. Like it doesn't like even though I basically don't get paid for it, it's like I don't need to get paid for it. It talks to me people. Like, what's the problem with that?
I know it's so fun that you can do that and learn from people and experience different people's stories. It's like it's amazing to do.
Right? And like what type of content like do you think is the most popular that you make?
Definitely my acting videos, just because I share my emotions, my talents that I have, and people get so inspired. Like, even if it's like a 15-second video, people are like, oh my God, you're like my inspiration. I love you so much. And
Oh.
it like warms my heart. I'm like, that's so special that I could make someone feel that way through the screen. And yeah, people always ask me, like, how do I get into acting? And that's kind of when I want to give back. And then yeah, I want to start coaching people.
You definitely should though. That seems like a perfect job for you. But it's like I see all your reels and stuff, and like you seem like with everything, like you seem like you are just enjoying it, that you love it. And plus, like even though like, you are just doing it to help other people, it seems like oh you're just also teaching yourself along the way.
Exactly. I learn something new every day. But
And there's always something to learn. Like there's like even though you might be in this business, like there's all you probably don't know everything as an
oh,
actor.
definitely. Yeah, that's why I got into acting classes too, because I learned something new like each and every time, even from myself or auditions. Like there's so many opportunities that you receive as an actor, and you learn something from every single step of the way. It's
Mhm.
yeah.
It's crazy like how much a job or a passion can teach you many different things in life or even in business. Like anything you learn can take you something up into like 5 years from now.
Definitely. It's
And
amazing.
like you are actually coming out with a new ebook, which is about how to get started on your journey as an actor, providing tips for success and motivation along the way in your journey with acting. Like, how does the ebook help you with the journey for actors?
Yeah, this has been in the works for over a year. I've been, jotting notes down every day, and I'm so excited to like announce that it's finally out.
Mhm.
And it's kind of just tips and tricks how to get into acting. There's a little bit about everything inside this book. It's nice, short and sweet, but there's tons of content. There's like how to cry on cue, how to tap into your emotions. I get asked a tons of questions about my makeup and skincare routine. I kind of just want to give back and share my experiences with everyone and just, yeah, teach
Yeah,
people.
like because like who knows? Like what they're like with people like reading the book or coming actors, like they will basically think like, oh, this is how my books are out there. But it's like with some people it's very hard to find books on
Right.
how to become an actor or how to learn. And with like your book that just came out, like I'm sure it's gonna help so many people. I'm definitely going to take a read at it for sure. Is it already out or is it soon to be released?
It's going to be released in 2 days on Friday, July 7th.
Oh, really? That's
So it'll be
amazing.
out.
I'm definitely gonna upload this interview earlier then to get this up in
Oh,
the air. Definitely. And, like, did you provide your own experience in a book, or did you done like a lot of research?
everything is my experience. Just
Oh,
because
really? Like the experience is the best part, though, from your own perspective.
exactly. That's why I put so much time and energy into it that it actually means more to me when it's coming from my experience. And just to be able to share this with everyone, it's like so special. So yeah.
It really is. It's if you've been working on it for over a year and working and taking the time on it, it's just like once you're finally done, it's gonna be released. You're like, thank you, Lord, for taking this out. So I wasn't worried about
Exactly.
this anymore. Like it's
Yeah.
just like sort of like relief for you to like don't have to worry about it to be published. It's like basically like a time to celebrate and do whatever you want.
Right. And it's like so rewarding. This is like the first baby step. I want to come out with like way more things, like more books and merch. And there's gonna be like a lot of exciting things in the works.
I'm definitely gonna be the first one to buy it. Just text me that when it's gonna be released, and I'll get it. Trust me. And like, how can be an actor become a success from your own perspective?
I think everyone has their own version of success. My success looks different from, like Julia Roberts or any actress or actor out there. Um, Everyone has their own different types of journeys, which I think is so beautiful. And yeah, I think it's like so rewarding every opportunity you receive. I think every milestone you hit, you should be proud of yourself. I always tell like my supporters, like, be proud of yourself. Like you did that audition in person, and they said that they just didn't do it right, and they were nervous, and it's okay because you have to just be proud that you did that you took that step and you gave it your all.
Because at least like you took the confidence of going out. Because like, yeah, you didn't do your best or they didn't like you in that way for the role. Like at least you went out there and at least tried out for the role because you don't know if you're going to do good or bad or if they're going to like you. Or, it's like they might use you for future projects you're doing. If you remember, you'd be like, okay, well, like I remember this person from our community's audition. I'm probably going to use them for this project I'm working on.
Right. And you learn something new each and every time. You learn from your mistakes. You learn what not to do, and it's a good thing that it's okay.
It really is. And like, do you have any upcoming projects besides eBook?
Yeah, I do. Like I said, I wanted to start doing one-on-one coaching. I want to do workshops, especially that I've been editing and making content for so long. People always ask me like, how do you make this video? Like, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to get started. And I kind of want to just do an easy workshop, maybe even on Zoom, and just start doing it. I also do yoga a lot. So I want to do like meditation classes because as an actor, I feel like you hold so much stress, and I feel like you compare a lot to other people. So I kind of want to do like a positive meditation class. I think it's
Yeah,
so.
that's a good idea. Like, I'm a person that loves meditation and stuff like that. So I'm definitely once it's out, I'm definitely gonna sign up for that because I'm like especially being in this industry, working so much, you get a lot of stress and anxiety from like working day to day and working hard, and that like you need something where it's like journaling, meditation, or going on a walk, wherever it's like good for you, and like that. Because I know everyone's has a different thing in terms of like how to kind of ease like their emotions.
Of
And
course.
so like it worked for me, it's like meditation and walking. I love walking. And so like whenever it's like there's a class or something, I'm like, let's go to a meditation class. Like, come on. Like, let's do it. If it's like 20, 30 minutes, at least you try it for 20, 30 minutes and go back to your work for the rest of the day.
I love going on walks, listening to a podcast, your podcast specifically. I love it.
Oh, thank you.
It's like very calming and grounding because I feel like you need that. You have so many thoughts in your head, like as an actor, that you just kind of need to release it. And I always like to meditate, especially in the morning, like
Mhm.
I start my day. I feel like it's really setting the tone for the day too.
Yeah, it does. I used to hate meditation. I used to like hate it. But my mom and my sister like kept begging me to do it. And when I tried it, I think it was like 2020 or 2021, I was like obsessed. And now like I basically do it so much, whether it's like reading or listen to music when I'm on a walk. I love country music or pop music and or I listen to a podcast, wherever there's a conversation or music, I'm like, okay, I listen to this while I'm doing work and that's all I need for today. Like it's just like when you're listening to those things or going on a walk or something, it'll help you kind of bring your mind at ease and
Exactly.
not worry about all the stress. Like you go on a walk, I usually go on a walk for an hour, usually depending on the day. But when I go on a walk, I'm like, okay, let's get back to work. I'm so perfect. I'm literally gonna work until I don't know, 6 in the morning, for
Right.
example.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Everyone has their little things that they do, their workout routines or their little hobbies. So I think whatever works for you, just, stick with it.
Definitely. And like the last thing I have for you is like, what is some advice for actors or content creators that are just starting out?
Yeah, I think to be your 100% true, authentic self, I think that's going to get you so far in whatever you want to do in your life. And to always remember there's enough success in this world for everyone. My mom always says that, and I always stick with that. And it always brings me back to the right place. And also, even having a great support system, your family, friends, whoever, your partner, just having a great support system and you just have fun.
Because like when you have that support system and having fun, like you're like that's the most important thing. Is like why you want to be in that position and doing this work if you don't love it or having fun. Because you want to have that one job that will actually like help you as a person and meet new people and actually having fun for a change. Because not everything's about work. It's a part of having fun and enjoying yourself. But you want to have that space where you're like when you're having a rough time, you can go to that space and just have fun and enjoy yourself.
Exactly. And it's going to show if you're not having fun. So just, always do what you love, always keep yourself grounded, do the things that you love, and everything will fall into place. Yeah.
Right? And like, thank you so much for coming on and joining the podcast. It was such a pleasure talking with you. And where can people find you on social media if they want to connect with you?
My Instagram, YouTube is Arielle Carrera. My TikTok is Arielle in Action, and I have a website, ariellecarrera.com.
Perfect. Everyone go check her out on her social media. I totally recommend. And I hope everyone had a great 4th of July weekend. And I hope everyone has enjoyed the special weather where you may be. I know it's 90 degrees out right now where I am in Pennsylvania. So I'm like, might as well go enjoy the 90-degree heat when I have it. So I'm like, thank you so much for coming on, Arielle, and taking the time. And everyone have a great rest of your day. And thank you for tuning in. Thank you so much, Arielle.
You're awesome.
So are you. Have a great rest of your day.
You too.